Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chat with Ade, where I get to talk about anything and everything. My name is Adela Dominic and you're welcome. I want to thank God for another episode again today. You guys, this is actually really special. Honestly, I've got a special guest with me today. I'm just going to allow her to introduce herself because, yeah. So this is my special guest, you guys, and I'm just going to leave her to introduce herself like I said. Hi.
Hi. Oh, also hi. Hi, people. I'm Sylvia. I am a mum and I am a content creator, apparently. And also, yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm visually impaired. That's really important. It's a very important part of me. I am visually impaired. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for, for your time. I know it wasn't that easy to get here today, but you made it here, isn't it?
I made it here. I got on the bus for you.
I know. Tell them. Yeah, but honestly, I didn't know it was gonna be. When I see you on Instagram, I feel like, oh my God, she's got this.
I mean, I feel like I like being independent. I like doing things by myself. Like, obviously, I could have got someone to drive me here or whatever, or a taxi. But I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this. I'm gonna prove to myself that I can do this. And yeah.
Oh, I love that for you. So it's more of like independence, right?
Yeah.
And that keeps you going, is it?
100%. I love, that sense of achievement when you've done something. I don't know what it is for you, but for me, literally getting through the day, or something as simple as, I always say, making a cup of tea. Like, I talk about this all the time. That's how much tea I have.
Right.
But yeah,
wow.
Just little things like that.
Okay. So as a visually impaired person, can we go way back, the background story, how we got here? Was you born this way?
So I think actually I want to say that, like, now I'm really, really proudly disabled. Like, I'm so happy to use that word. It took a long time to work towards it, but I'm disabled, I'm blind, and I'm also visually impaired, all those things at the same time. I guess I'll explain why later in a little bit, but I wasn't born this way as far as I know, but I was diagnosed with uveitis when I was, how old was I, about 5 or 6.
What is that? Sorry. What is uveitis? Uveitis.
No, uveitis. Uveitis.
Okay. What is that, please?
So uveitis is like it's inflammation, and it's in the middle layer of the eye. And basically what happens is when the inflammation goes up, I can see much less, or anyone who has uveitis can see much less. And when it goes back down, for some lucky people, they can see pretty well again, but not me. I've had it for such a long time that there's not much of a difference when it goes up and down.
Right. So growing up, you've always known this?
Yeah.
So, and you lived with it, it just grew up with you. It never went away.
So I was diagnosed at like 5 or 6, and then I had surgery just on the one eye, my right eye, which I don't know if you can tell, but I can't see anything at all. So that was gone by the time I was 6. They left it alone. But they focused on my left eye. So from about 6 up until, I would say, my early 20s, guess my age, it was okay. Like, I was being treated in my left eye. I had several surgeries. I've lived in the hospital. Like, I know so many medical terms by now.
By now you should become a medical doctor if possible, isn't it?
I should. I could. You know what? If I could, I would. Just I can't do injections because I can't see those.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've spent a lot of time in hospital, just even until today, I still do spend a lot of time in hospital being treated. But I am thankful for what I have now, to be honest. I've got about 5% of my eyesight left, which is good enough for me.
5%?
Yeah.
Wow. So when did it become 5% then? At what age did it become 5%? Because you said growing up, your left eye could still see. Has it been 5% since you were 6? Or was it 5?
No. So basically when I was 6, I had the surgeries and I was okay. I was wearing glasses, which corrected just my left eye all along until I was about, how old was I when I had my child? About 25, 26. So then once I had my first child, things kind of started going downhill. And really before that, I didn't know that you can have flare-ups where things go completely blurry and you can see nothing and then it goes back to normal. So when I had my first child, within about a week, everything went completely blurry and I thought, well, that's it then. I've gone blind, completely blind.
God.
So let's move on. Well, I'm sounding a bit more stoic about it now, but obviously I panicked.
Yeah.
I panicked.
Yeah.
I was there with a newborn, little 7-day-old baby, C-section scar, and wound, okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just I want to say I powered through it, but I think a lot of it has kind of been blocked out and it's being processed slowly as time goes by. But it has been, since then, my vision has gone down steadily up until now. We're at 5%.
Wow.
And then if I have a flare up, I've got basically just light perception. I can just see, lights are on or off and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you had your first child, how were you able to handle the situation? Obviously, were there people around to help you? Obviously, I know your husband was there, but how was it like? Because things like that is actually not easy. Like, what was the effect on your marriage as well? Like, how did you manage the situation? New mom, new baby, your husband is there as well. Like, I know sometimes be like, oh yeah, forget about him right now. It has to be the baby, but like, how were you able to manage that situation for someone that couldn't see, basically?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, I think it's my kind of attitude I've always had since I was young. Like I mentioned, when I was younger, I couldn't see that well. I was technically banned from doing most activities because I had a lens installed in my eye. But did I listen? No. I was off riding my BMX bike, doing tricks on it. I was off doing what kids do.
Okay.
Leaving the compound. I wasn't listening, okay? So that's kind of the attitude I think I've carried from childhood until today. Like, this is happening, well, it's okay, we're just gonna keep going because I can't really change that. So what's the best way forward? What could I do to make this better, to make this keep going? So I've had my child, he's a tiny little baby. I can't see, so let's find a way to change the nappies then. I'm not going to stop changing the nappies. So let's go to the doctors then. Who's going to take me to the doctors so that we can fix my my eyesight? So do you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of kept going, and I've been really lucky to have like an amazing support system. Like my family, I don't want to get emotional. My family is amazing. All of them, literally my mom and my sister, and also my husband and his family as well, like his sisters and mom, just literally everyone literally comes together. Like, we're like this, we come together.
That's good.
They've helped me through so much, and I think if I didn't really have them to kind of lean back on, and if I didn't know that they were there no matter what, I don't think I would have made it this far.
Oh, bless you.
I'm smiling now.
I feel like growing up, you've just owned up to it. Like, you've just like, okay, this is my life. What can I do? Like, I'm just gonna do me and just carry on with life, basically. Yeah. Isn't it? And enjoy it while it lasts, isn't it? Yeah. That's basically what you've done.
I'm living my best life.
I love that for you. I love that for you. But it's really nice, to have a very good support system, right? And having your husband, your family, your in-laws to help you through, motherhood, basically. Your first child, you've never been a mom before. And you lost your sight in the process. Yeah. So how long did you lose your sight for? Obviously, you said you went blur. Yeah. Right? And then how long was that for before you were able to at least see? Like, when you said blur, was it like you couldn't even see your baby?
No, I couldn't. It was all, he was a blur, basically, like either a brown blur or a white blur, whatever he's wearing, basically. It was all a complete blur.
How did that make you feel?
I mean, I panicked. I thought, well, this is my eyesight gone, because I hadn't had that experience before. So I thought, well, I guess I'm never going to see what he looks like, but I want to say I was okay with it. Obviously I wasn't.
No, who would be okay not to see what their baby looks like?
Yeah, but I think the thing with me is, like I said, I just carried on, I guess.
And just God's grace just kept you going, basically.
Absolutely.
Because without His grace, like, you wouldn't be here today.
I would not be here.
Look at you looking all, oh my God.
And that's the thing. That's another thing I always say. Like, my eyesight, how it is now and how it was before and how it's been, my whole life. I've always said it is how God wants it to be, and I am how God wants me to be. So if this is what God wants for me, then He's gonna use me for His own good. And
you'll be able to do a lot of things around like normal people do. You walk, you literally got on the bus yourself to get here. You dressed yourself up. I did that as well,
Yeah, I mean, I try not to let things get in my way. Let's put it that way. Like, I'm not gonna not live my life because I can't see that well, or sometimes I can't see at all. It's just a part of me. It's part of life. There's ways around everything, literally everything. I could still make up my baby's bottles. I found a way. I could still change diapers, like I said. I still picked, when it was my daughter, I still picked what she would wear every day, even when I couldn't see her at all. It's been a journey, but I think also acceptance is really, really important. Even the first time around, I don't think I'd accepted it because I still wasn't even using, like, today, so I've got my cane with me.
But it's gotten to a stage where you've just like accepted it, like you said, just you've accepted like you're disabled now. Like, you've got your stick with you. Holding onto your stick. Cane. You're holding onto your cane with confidence, basically, and you've just and you're living life, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what I realized as well in my journey of just accepting myself is that I can't be the only one struggling with this as well. And putting myself out there, like, has really made me find, or has enabled me to find, like, a lot of people who are like me and who are struggling as well. And I don't always just show my the good days and everything as well. Like, I show the things I struggle with. I show when things are not so good and when things are really great, and how to kind of power through whatever's happening. So a lot of people have been in touch with me, and it's really warmed my heart, but also
that's good.
It feels like emotional. It's emotional out here.
You are like, you inspire me a lot. By the way, you look really nice. You're blind and you're able to put this outfit together. What are you? Even the people that can see can't even look this good. Trust me, honestly.
Oh my God.
How do you put this outfit together? Like, how do you shop? Right, I'm into fashion, so I'm going to ask you, how do you shop your outfit then?
Okay, so I do it online for the most part, and I don't know if you've seen how I use my phone, but that's basically how I do it. I do it online. I zoom all the way in. It takes me a long time.
Because if you zoom all the way in, then you wouldn't even see the style.
Yeah.
It's just going to be, okay, it's pink.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Exactly.
So how do you now put the outfit together? Because I need to understand how you put this outfit together and it looks this good.
So it's simple today. It's just black and white.
Oh, well,
Today was easy.
Yeah.
But this is the other thing as well. I try not to dwell too much on how things look together to someone who can see very well as well. It's a case of how I feel in the clothes that I wear as well. So sometimes the colors might be things you might not think to put together, like I don't know, lime green and orange. Can you put those together? I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I like to put colors together as well. She comments on my page a lot, and she goes, "Oh, the color you put together is really nice." And I'm like, "How did you even know the color I put together? Like, how do you get to see?" Right, I've deviated now, but how do you get to see me putting colors together? Like, how do you comment on people's pictures though? Like, how do you see what they look like, and then you give that very nice compliment?
Do you know what? It would be a lot easier if everyone did descriptions of what they're wearing.
I remember one time you told me, I wrote a very long description. Like, oh, this is very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right. I wrote everything that, I was, right. So description helps.
That really, really helps. And I think especially for someone who can't see at all, or for me when I can't see at all as well, I wouldn't really know certain things. But I zoom in like a lot, and this is what I said before as well. When I engage or when I sort of interact with people, it's really intentional because it takes me a long time to figure out what's going on. It takes me a while to zoom in, to really watch or to really look and to read and the caption and so on and so forth. So for me, it's very intentional. Like, I do see your colors because I can zoom in, but I'm sure there's some things that I probably miss.
Yeah.
Some details. But so I basically comment on the stuff that I have noticed about what I'm looking at, really. And I love having outfits together. When I grow up, I just want to be like,
stop it. Honestly,
how you switch it up as well.
I know. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you, like, your comments. They're always like, oh my God, how is she even doing this? But now let's come to your hair. You make your hair yourself.
Yeah.
How? I can't. I'm sorry. I'm the worst person to weave my hair. How do you do it though? Like, how do you make your hair? How long does it take you to pull all this together? And I notice you like full hair. Why?
I like a lot of
I've asked you three questions now.
How do I do it? How long does it take?
And why do you like full hair?
So how I do it is, it depends. The thing I can do the best on my own head is braids.
Right.
And with braids, I can just part my hair and just do it like it's braids. It's simple. But when it comes to what I've got now, for example, this is crochet faux locks. Yeah. So this, my mum had to do the groundwork for me. You know, the cornrows. Because I can't cornrow to save my life. Like, me and cornrows.
No.
That didn't work out for me. But so yeah, for this, basically, my mom did the cornrows and I did, the front bits. It's basically, it depends on what hairstyle it is. And I'm always contributing or doing the whole thing myself. So the colors is me because I love colors.
I know you love colors. Yeah. Well, why do you like full hair though?
I like full hair because I don't know, I've just always been like that since I was a teenager, maybe. I don't know.
Really?
It's just something. Maybe it's because I'm petite. I don't know.
Right,
Maybe
so you wanted to make you look...
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. I was expecting you to say that. But your natural hair, is it like very full, natural? Like, is it proper long hair?
It used to be when it was relaxed, but when I stopped relaxing it, I just generally trim it. Like, I don't really want it to be long. My natural hair is, there's so much hair. It's so 4C, 4D, 5, I don't like, very,
I can imagine.
You can imagine, So I don't even want it to be long because it's going to be a lot of work. But it's a decent length. It's enough for me to work with anyway.
Anything that will make your life much more easier.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've done your makeup yourself.
Yeah, let's not talk about the makeup.
How do you even know the color, the foundation that matches your face? Do you have someone that goes to the shop with you to let you know, okay, this is nice, this suits you nicely? Yeah. How is that what you do?
With my foundation, let me tell you something actually. With my foundation, like my current foundation, I don't even know how well it suits me now, but it's so good. Suited me like, when was it? How old is my daughter? Like, I think it's 2016. I had this color tested for me at the shop. Yeah. To answer you, I go to the shop. But before that, with the whole makeup thing, especially with foundation, I found it so, like, I find something and I stick to it because I didn't really want to venture out and look like a clown. So I had this really interesting, like, it's not even a foundation. They labeled it like a concealer. Oh, concealer. And that's literally what I use from the hair shop. Okay.
Really?
Beauty supplies to, I don't know. Literally, that's what I used.
I would like to see you do a video of watch a blind woman do a makeup.
I've been thinking about, but I don't feel very comfortable with makeup, like I feel like my makeup just looks anyhow. No. And it's like, who wants to look at
let me tell you something. No, but the inspiring thing is to see someone that can't, like, can I keep saying blind? Is that okay?
Blind, yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah. For you to see someone that is actually blind, making her hair herself, doing her makeup, picking up outfits all by herself, that is genius.
You think so?
No. Like, how do you, like, you can't see. Do you not understand what not seeing means? Like...
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think I kind of just get on with it. So I don't really...
I think because it's been right from your childhood, so you've built it up, like it's just become a thing. So imagine you not growing up like this, and then it happened all of a sudden. Literally, a lot of people would literally give up. And because you've just embraced it from day one, you know, just move on with life. Like you said, you got on the bike, you were doing things other kids were doing.
Yeah.
That's actually really good, you know. But did you have any situations of, like, you know, being bullied at school and all of that? Did you get all of that growing up?
So this is the thing. Literally on the bus, I started thinking on my way here. I don't know how I came across, like, I don't know how I got to this, like, how did we get here? But I started thinking all those times that maybe people said something to me, and you know, there's those little exchanges that people have, you know, the eyes that just side eye, cutting eyes, you know, or those little things that I don't see. I started thinking, I don't know how many times people actually spoke to me, and then they're doing that, you know, the what do you call it? What is it called? Something language. Body language.
Oh, body language.
Non-verbal communication. That's it. So when people do those things, I don't catch it at all. So I was just wondering, like, how many times has that happened really? And I just was none the wiser. But with school as well, I was a really, really, really quiet child. Like, just really quiet. Just stayed in my corner quietly, wanted to mind my own business. Didn't really want to get in any, not trouble necessarily, but, you know. Just wanted to be, I had my nose in a book. I read like 3 books per week. Lunchtime came, I was in the library until maybe I was about in like year 11. And then I met my friends that are still my friends until today. And they were like, yep, we're not having any of that. You're going to come and sit with us in the lunch. You're gonna come out and play, you know.
I get what you mean.
So
that's so interesting, you know, because at least you had, you know, friends that were, you know, guiding you and making sure that they looked after you, basically. So you didn't go through. But it's so sad that you cannot see people's body language, like you can't see their facial expression. Imagine someone lying to you. Sometimes you can tell when someone is lying to you with their facial expression.
Yes, that's the thing.
So how do you know someone is lying to you?
I don't. No, I think it's a case of tuning into somebody's tone of voice, but at the same time, if you don't really know somebody, you're not really going to know what they sound like when they really mean something, when they don't mean something, or when, you know what I mean? So it's a case of you just gamble and go through life and hope the best. And also, I think in general, some people are really, really, really good at reading people anyway, in general, like whether or not they have a vision impairment or, you know, if
it's true.
So some people are just really good at
your
that.
body, you know, you just know when someone is, sometimes you don't need their facial expression, actually. You can just tell straight away that something is not right.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something you kind of learn to develop with time as well. And also you kind of learn how to tell when someone is speaking and they're really thinking about what they're saying and they're being measured, and for what reason are they being measured. Like, you can kind of dig deeper and find out why, and also it depends on what you're saying to them as well. So it's, I don't know, it's a whole lot of psychology.
Let's get into a bit of relationship now. So imagine, like, obviously when you were growing up, your husband approached you. Were you able to see him, like, the first time? Did you see him? Did you see what he looked like? Your husband?
Okay, so what happened was we were within each other's, I want to say, circles. Like, our friends knew each other's friends, but we didn't know each other. So when he first approached me, he came and said hi to me, and I looked at my friend, I'm like, who's talking to me? Who's saying hi? Who's that? And they were used to that by now, because this is like in my 20s-ish. So they knew when we're out in a social situation, especially if it's not well lit, anybody comes up and talks to me, they're like, oh, that's so-and-so. Just whisper,
right,
oh, that's so-and-so. So when he first approached me, I definitely didn't see him. Definitely not. But when my friend said, oh, that's so-and-so, I was like, oh, okay. So, because, okay, this is another thing as well. When you have, well, I don't know about other people. I'm not going to speak for other people. But for me, because of the way my vision is or was at that point, My friends were my sort of buffer.
They were your eyes.
Not just eyes. Like they were also the people reading other people for me when I can't really read them. Do you know what I mean? So, if somebody approaches us maybe or tries to approach me, they'll be like, nope, you're not talking to her. Nope. And they're like, oh, don't even look that way.
That's good. You've got a very good circle then, like you've got very good friends, and that's very important, you know.
Yeah, it is.
And that's kept you going as well through life, basically, because
100%. Like when my eyesight went, you know, my first child and my second one, they were literally taking turns coming to see me. They'll just come and sit with me and the baby.
Bless.
Even the second time, with my second baby as well. They all just, you would think it's a party, but it's really come, let's keep Sylvia happy so that
it's good. It's good you have that kind of friends around you just to keep you going, because obviously sometimes. So you cook as well?
I do, yeah.
Like you cook proper food. Where are you from again? What country? What's your background?
I'm Kenyan, but please don't hold me to it because I can't make chapati.
I was just gonna ask that. Can you make all your Kenyan food?
I cannot make chapati because my mom has always made them, and I guess my mom has always made them, so that's it. I just never learned. So
you make normal food, and you get your measuring, your salt, the measurement, everything. You get them on point.
It depends on what on point is, you know.
Like it tastes, because obviously, you know, some food. Wow.
Some nice pilau yesterday. Everyone really loved it. I've never seen people eat everything. Like, there's no left. You know, sometimes I cook. I digress a little. I cook and then I have it for breakfast because I work from home. So my breakfast is literally food, and then I get on with the day. I didn't have any left for today after cooking yesterday, so I'll take that as a sign.
Can I ask? Do blind people drive? Is that a silly question? I don't know. Do they drive? No, because you literally can do everything. So I need to know, do blind people drive? Is there a car for blind people?
So I'm waiting for them. If they exist, let me know.
That would be nice, you know. That would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the self-drive cars, that's, I think, what a lot of us are waiting for.
I think I saw that.
Put in the address. Yeah. We go everywhere.
Because if they can create cars for people that hasn't got, people that hasn't got legs, they should be able to do that for the blind as well, isn't it?
The self-drive cars, they're developing them. I don't know how much they'll be, but, you know.
They'll be expensive. Is there a community for blind people? Like, do you get help from the government? Like, do you have a community?
So I think, first of all, I work in the VI sector as well. Like, I work with people who are visually impaired, and I help them in many ways. We're not going to get too much into that.
No, we don't.
But so that's something I even learnt recently. I think just getting access, the information is there, the help is there, the services are there, but it's a case of getting the information out or getting the word out, because we don't really know that they're there unless you know. Like, if you know, you know. That's how it is, literally. So that's something as well I'm kind of trying to work on, just letting people know that, hey,
there's help out there.
Yeah, did you know you can get this kind of help and that kind of help. But it's not, the other thing is as well, there's not much help for adults. It's mostly children, which again, I want to say is understandable, of course. You're a child, you are adjusting. Children need all the help they can get to be balanced individuals. But I just don't see why it has to stop when you become an adult or a parent. I don't see why it has to be you're an adult, so you struggle through, so we're going to pull this away from you. Do you know what I mean?
That's nice.
There's not much support out there, I would say, definitely for adults and especially for parents.
What are the things you do to help you build your confidence?
Okay, so there are a few things. I think the most important thing for me has been learning how to use audiobooks. And that's kind of, I think that's one way that I've really built my confidence, because I went and searched for books that help with self-esteem and self-confidence. And there's literally a book called How to Be Yourself.
Oh, wow.
So obvious, but sometimes it's really that difficult for someone to just be, you know. So I think I was kind of trying to find my identity within, you know, being a mom. I wasn't that young girl Sylvia anymore. I'm a mom now, but I'm also and I'm also visually impaired.
Yeah.
So like I was trying to find my confidence, and audiobooks have really helped. And I think practicing things that I love doing. You mentioned earlier you love fashion. You're a fashion girl.
Yes.
So that was me back in the day. And I think kind of trying to find my way and just believing that, you know, whatever it is that I like, that will be my fashion. That has really helped me as well to build my confidence, to just kind of wear what I like, what I want. I don't know, I can't think of anything else that I've built my confidence with. Praying. Oh my gosh, praying.
Oh yeah, that's number one, isn't it? Number one on the list.
Yeah, 100%. So let's go back, let's rewind.
Yeah.
No, just praying every morning and evening, and anytime I'm walking and I feel
praying.
Things are kind of getting heavy, just pray, and you know, I feel much more ready to take on the world.
So are you saying the prayer helps you during your down times?
100%.
You still have the down times of like, why can't I see this? Like, do you get really upset like when you do see things you want to see, like, you know?
Yeah, like I went to a concert the other day, and I hadn't been to a concert since before, when I could see better, or I could see properly with glasses and everything. And just the fact that I literally needed help to get to my seat. I couldn't tell what was going on stage at all, no matter how hard I tried. And I kind of started feeling a bit down about it. But I thought, you know what? It's like I mentioned before, if this is how God wants me to be, this is how I am. And I'm just
do you believe in miracles though?
Okay, so this is the thing, right? I want to say yes, and I'm going to say yes, because I'm a miracle as I am now, okay? When I was born, I mentioned this before, I wasn't even supposed to survive, but I'm here. When they diagnosed me with my eye condition, I wasn't supposed to see anything at all within 6 months, but am I not here seeing your gold hoops, okay? Okay, I can see your gold hoops.
Okay.
So, there's a lot in my life that I can literally put down to being a miracle. God's hand is at work in my life. Yeah.
And you're going to fulfill destiny. That's what it is. The next segment is, I have a confession, don't take it personal. So what confession have you got for me today? Let me know your confession.
Oh my gosh. So I have a confession, don't take it personal. I spend a lot of time on social media.
Go on.
Telling people, put image descriptions in your thing.
Okay.
Put image descriptions in your pictures and videos and whatnot. And just people say, yeah, that's a very good point. And then they do it maybe 1 or 2 times.
Like myself.
But yeah, I think I'm very patient with that, but it does kind of, sometimes it does get to, it's like, man, I want to know the joke. I want to know what we're joking and laughing about. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. It's nothing too...
Yeah, I know. So I think maybe you should create more awareness around, you know, descriptions, basically. Because honestly, captions is so long. Writing caption is just like literally 2 days. Because you're thinking, how am I, and you're trying as much as possible to get the right words in the caption for it to make sense. Sometimes English is hard, sis. Sorry, but English is hard work. But so maybe you should create awareness around that, actually.
Oh, I know. If anyone wants to do image descriptions, I'll do it for you.
Oh, okay.
I'll teach you the method.
Go on YouTube and do that. Then you make money out of that. The next segment is, this is random. So I've got this icebreaker deeper talk, and so we've got different cards here.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pick a random one. Because the question is, this is random, or I'll leave you to pick, actually. So this is okay. So they've got beliefs, courage, and all of that. They've got different, different colors to this. Okay. So I'm gonna pick the first one. So which one do you want? I've got questions around beliefs. I've got questions around courage. I've got questions around dreams. I've got questions around exposed. I've got questions around life lessons, and we also have self-awareness. So where do you want me to pick questions from today?
Let's try self-awareness.
Okay. So I've picked everything from self-awareness, and I'm just going to shuffle. And then you're just going to pick by yourself.
Okay, but you're going to read it, right?
Yeah, I'll read it. Right, so let's do this. This is me shuffling now. And here you go.
Is that, no, that's not one. Is that one?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, okay.
Is that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's picked this up around self-awareness. So what part of yourself are you holding back currently?
Ooh.
Oh my God, you guys! Off camera, we've been talking about a lot of things.
Well. Did you set that one up?
No, I didn't, honestly. This is God at work, trust me.
What are the odds?
What is the question again?
What part of myself am I holding back?
That's it.
Currently?
Yeah, give me the answer right now, honestly. Wow.
I think currently there's the whole me in a way that I'm holding back. There's a lot of my I want to say like my life I'm holding back, my confidence. I think the word is my leadership qualities. I'm really holding that back because I think the world's not ready. No, I'm joking. It's not that kind of just bossing up and really doing all the things that I have all these ideas for and all these intentions for. And yeah, I'm literally not doing them. I don't know why, but I am holding it back. But I'm not going to anymore. Yeah, we had
good.
Yeah.
Good. I love that. Good. That's what I want to hear. So I like to leave my guests with Bible verse, and obviously we've talked about confidence, which is the main topic today. So I'm going to leave you with a Bible verse for confidence today, because I know you said you're a Christian. So yeah. So this is from Hebrews 13:6, right? So it says, so we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?
Yeah.
So it's basically, the Lord is your helper.
I think
do not be afraid. Mortals, yeah. Sorry, yeah, it's got T in it, mortals. Yeah. So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. So basically, leave it all to God.
Yes.
Because He is your helper. It helps to build the confidence, like you said earlier, that, prayer as well helps you to build your confidence.
Yeah.
So always have it at the back of your mind that He's your helper, and it will put you through, with getting there basically and not holding back.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, that question.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that. You should send it to me. I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But yeah, so for any blind person out there, what would you advise them? Especially with their confidence. I need,
because today we're talking about confidence.
I
would say if you are blind or you have any other disabilities, whatever it is you're dealing with, confidence isn't something that will happen overnight. It's something you have to work on, and it isn't something that kind of just stays with you all the time as well. It's something that you kind of just have to take a step at a time, do maybe one little task at a time, one little like something you do to build it up, one step at a time, and you will get there. I think being confident is also really not the be all end all. If you're not fully confident, it doesn't mean you can't do something. Sometimes just take a blind leap of faith and just kind of do it, and you'll find your confidence within. And sometimes you find confidence in trying something and finding out that you can actually do it. So
interesting. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate your time. And
thank you so much for having me. That was so nice. It was so good to talk to you.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. We've literally been postponing, but we're done it now. Thank goodness.
Thanks, mum life.
I know. Yeah.
But so you can find me on. You might want to put it on the screen.
I'll put on the screen.
But at She Has Vision, VSN on Instagram and TikTok, and where else am I? I have YouTube.
And she needs to be back on YouTube to educate us more.
So YouTube is She Has Vision, just exactly that. And just Adiola's going to put it on the screen. And see it, or put links and stuff. But it's been so nice being here.
Oh, thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.